One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. And the Cardinals will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense comes onto the field first today. We've got a battle that you two are going to love, and so is everybody else for that matter. High-octane offense, stone-wall defense. As they say, something's got to give, Jesse.
Yeah, this is a classic example here of the unstoppable force. Dive into the X's and O's in a game like this because every single individual matchup on the field matters when these two teams play each other.
Yeah, and these are just fun, right? Like great versus great. Like who's going to win and what style's going to prevail. Both these teams have been able to impose their will week after week on their opponents. Now, high-powered matchup. Who's going to get the win?
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. He's got an open man. Lots of room to run. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
3rd down is money down, and they were money. Great job getting the football to your playmaker, and then watch.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be danged, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Louisville's offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Looking to throw, it's Adams. He's got his man. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. The Cardinals line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. The RPO fired complete to the left. There he goes. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Quarterback floating away from pressure. can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nothing wrong with a touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Smashes through the tackle. Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through. And the Cardinals, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Adams. Here's a heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Cardinals will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And we're about to get another look at the lead now to try to get this offense really humming.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll leave it with him. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
It'll be 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. The Hokies send out the punt unit. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And the Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to the big tight end. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Got it in the middle, it's Ware. He won't get there, it'll bring up 4th down.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. You get field position like this and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball. Yep. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Hokies! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it, because coverage is going to be tight. throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Wide open spaces. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Cardinals, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Adams. That's caught, it's Ware. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the tight end. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quickly to the tight end. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Dropping back, it's Brooks. Bringing the heat. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Under fire. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Cardinals will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. To the air, it's Brooks. Oh, they're after him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up. Now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now the play fake. It's complete to the left. Snowed under by the defense.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Hokies will punt this one away. Was looking for more running room and found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll run this play from the pistol. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Tackled there by the defense.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
Got his man down the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Cardinals decide to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Wants to throw. It's Brooks. Caught over the middle. It's Saunders. Tripped up for the tackle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Hokies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. There he goes to the left. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Nice catch and good work afterwards to
this offense. Everyone thinking 4th and short. They're going to run the football. No, they take the big shot down the field. Everybody crowding the line of scrimmage. The offense, high risk, high reward, makes the huge touchdown play.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking for a man. It's Adams. There's the pressure. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds a man in the middle. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
A strike downfield. They'll immediately call timeout.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And back to the air on 2nd down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
QB spikes the ball to stop the clock.
And the Cardinals will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A low line drive and not his best work. On his way back from the 20. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air, it's Brooks. Fires one high and deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a fascinating first 2 quarters of football in Louisville. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at L&N Federal Credit.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This has got to be frustrating if you're the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. The give from the gun. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Keep it on the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Pressure coming. Finds a man on the left. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. The Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Dropping back, it's Brooks. Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Wide open downfield. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
1st down, you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Back has it. Touchdown, Hokies! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
0.
Bringing it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from... And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Motion from the wideout. Scanning the field, it's Adams. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Open spaces. Touchdown, Cardinals. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And that is the play the defense needed to turn the momentum around in this game. They needed somebody to step up and make a play. That should have been intercepted.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. And the returner goes down. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. And the Cardinals with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They'll try the run. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air, it's Adams. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Cardinals! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Hokies line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. To throw, it's Adams. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. He'll do it himself. It's a fumble. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one.
Here we go.
Use the play fake, now to throw. A little release to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down.
Let's go.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got him. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. It's Mitchell. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Looking to throw again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hauser. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you got to bow up. Nice job on 1st down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Byers on the move. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Louisville!
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. App State came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Boone had to sweat things out for much of the 2nd half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit concerned. Or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Got a little space. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Now setting up shop in the red zone. Give to the big fullback. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The defensive front had that one smelled out from the beginning, and the fullback went fully backward.
Nowhere to go. That's a quick-hitting play. Till you get the ball to the fullback, you're trying to get him downhill to hit somebody fast. Nowhere to go.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack.
Touchdown, Virginia Tech! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills.
Turning it on! And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Cardinals want to pick up the tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. A lot of urgency for this offense.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. It'll be 3rd and long. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent.